What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Paradeisos. I'm Alex Quinn, and today I'm talking to you about the starving baker. Stay tuned. That's right, everyone. Today I'm talking about the starving baker. Some of you might have heard of it, but I'm going to give you an interesting take on it. So let's get started. The starving baker is a little thing I learned from the Beatitudes book. And the idea is that leaders tend to give and give and give and give and never receive. So like a baker who's baking a new innovative bread, pastry, whatever, it catches on and he goes from, standard time, taking care of himself, giving of himself, to suddenly he's got a rush of people and he's giving and he's giving and he's giving. He's running around baking all this bread. And over the course of a few weeks, you start noticing he's losing weight. He's not looking as healthy because he's literally serving food to people. He's serving bread and pastries to people, but he's not taking time to eat. That's the proverb about it, if you will, or that so many times we get stuck on a give, 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 or a receive, receive, receive methodology, and we don't take time to do both. Catch that? Both sides, right? Leaders, pastors, managers, supervisors are giving of their time, of wisdom, of energy, all this stuff, and they're giving and they're giving and they're giving and they're giving and they're giving. But even when they take time for themselves, sometimes that's filled with time for others. They're learning about, leadership for others. They're learning about some type of nugget of wisdom for others and not for themselves. And the people receiving aren't even in an attitude to receive. They're just there because they heard it's amazing. And they never turn around to help. They're just the receiving. They're just taking and taking and taking and taking and taking. And they're sitting there going, but I'm not full. Well, you got to be on both sides. There's a balance. There's a balance to, providing food for someone and eating, and on the opposite side, providing food for someone and them receiving. We got to get used to being both. So, what does this mean for you outside of the analogy of food? Well, if you're a leader, remember to take time to develop yourself. Watch those sermons if you to refuel that, really recharge you in your own time that you can dwell on it. Make sure you have the quiet time and make sure you're doing stuff for you. So many times leaders start getting so entrenched in, I'm guilty of it, praying for other people all the time and never actually praying for you and yours. And so many times you're listening to wisdom or jotting stuff down and reading the Bible and you're like, that's so good, and you're writing it down for someone else, when God's trying to get your attention and say, that's for you, it's a nugget for you, unpack for you. Now, if you're just a receiver, you might be like, this isn't for me, I don't care. Reality is, every one of us is called to lead in some capacity someone. So be prepared to give. You might say, I don't have anything to give. I don't have anything revolutionary to give. You have you, a unique set of things in you that you can give. But as you start stepping out, don't fall into the trap of overcommitting and not having time to feed yourself and nourish yourself and take time for you to reassess. Maybe your friendship circle's changing. Maybe your relationships with other people are changing. Maybe you're starting to have to push people away because they're trying to tear you down instead of build you up. 360 leadership says, you're supposed to have the people on level playing field, people under you and people over you. You have to have that mentor, you have to have the mentee, and you have to have people on the same level as you. So when you step up to the next level, remember, sometimes other people don't do likewise, and sometimes you have to change those friends to be that encouragement, to know what you're going through, to speak into your life as you speak into theirs. That's what we're talking about. So starving baker, remember it. Don't be the person who's giving of your time, giving of your energy, giving of your emotion, spending all your time that you're supposed to be using on you for the sake of other people at the risk of your own ruin. We see this a lot in the church. People get fired up, they over volunteer, and they burn out. So remember, get filled up for you, Spend some times in your quiet time. Set aside 15, 20, 30 minutes for you outside of any other time for anyone else. Right? I hope this helped you. If it did, you know what to do in that comment section, and I look forward to seeing you next time.